It's safe to say that there's a big divide in the Yu-Gi-Oh community regarding the card game as well as the anime. Oh crap, where the hell is BYG Aigami? Essentially, I love the card game, so I really wanted to post this video on his channel, and it's an open question to every single one of you. Which one do you prefer, the card game or the anime? I'm invested heavily in both of them. The thing with the card game is that if you've been away or you're starting new with the card game, it's really difficult to get the hang of things with Yu-Gi-Oh evolving to such an extent where if you want to play competitively, it's very difficult and you need to invest heavily. Also, there's this ability which develops over time by failing and continuously dueling to get the knack of things and find and identify the shortcuts so you can intercept a play before it really gets going, just like any other sport or activity. Now, the thing with the anime is that firstly, you need to invest heavily due to the fact that there's a lot of episodes to catch up upon. Look, there's been 5 seasons so far for the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Now, do you need to watch season 1, season 3 and season 2 to know what's going on in season 5? Not necessarily. However, it's heavily encouraged for you to do so, to at least watch the first one, not only for nostalgia's sake but just to be invested in the anime itself. And I find it very difficult for someone new to get invested into, let's say, Arc V or Zexal unless they're watching Yu-Gi-Oh for the first time ever. For example, myself, when I go back into the anime, I didn't watch 5Ds when it was initially airing, but when I did watch 5Ds, I'm like, what the hell is this, man? This is some motorcycle nonsense. What's going on here? Synchros? What the hell is synchros? But then that also seeped from my discouragement from, I was like, why are they putting synchros, these white cards, into the Yu-Gi-Oh card game? So for me, it was a combination of both the card game as well as the anime, and that's a big problem I see. It's a big divide. The original players, not original players, the people who got into the original series at first when it was airing, I don't think they like, well, a bunch of them just do not like what they're seeing in Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays. They don't like the progression or the direction Yu-Gi-Oh is taking, which is stupid and it's ignorant because they haven't given it a chance most of the time. And the people who are into the card game, a lot of them just do not watch the anime at all, and I find that very weird because, look, as someone who duels, who goes to locals and they try and duel as often as possible, when I'm pulling out, let's say, I don't know, Stardust Dragon, and I don't know the importance of certain cards to the anime itself, or I'm pulling out, let's say, okay, the Great Leviathan isn't here, but let's say a God card, but everyone knows about the God card. But if I were to say Sacred Beasts, and they don't know the story behind it, or I pull out Yubel, I pull out a Neos card, I pull out a Shooting Star Quasar Dragon, or let's say I pull out a Black Rose Dragon. If I can't tell the origins of these certain cards, it really does devalue not only the playstyle and the card game itself, in my opinion, because you should know both. So my question is, which one do you like? Do you like the anime? Do you like the card game? Why do you like the anime more so than the card game? Why do you like the card game more so than the anime? Is it due to feasibility? Is it because Yu-Gi-Oh has become so expensive it's just impractical to keep up with it always and be competitive? And do you think that the anime is just superior in terms of it's a really good anime? Because at the same time, Zexal, I do question how good of an anime it is the first half, but then it became really damn good in terms of storyline. But the cards that were introduced in Zexal were just absolutely amazing, because we had XYZs for the first time, or XCs monsters for the first time, which really did revolutionize, not revolutionize, but it gave a new direction, it gave a new spin on the game itself. So my question, which one do you like? Why is there a divide? Why can't there be more of a mix? I see there's a split in the community and the middle ground is very small. I don't see, maybe it's just me, I haven't met many people who are enthusiastic in both aspects of the Yu-Gi-Oh game, especially in the card game genre, where I say, hey, do you watch the anime? They're like, no. I just find that weird. Do you find that weird? Am I just overthinking things? Anyway, I must add that the card game can exist without the anime, although the anime is like the main vehicle for them to promote the card game itself. But the truth is, the anime needs the card game and the card game needs the anime. It's a symbiotic relationship, but one relies on the other one much more. I sincerely thank BYG Aigami for letting me upload on his channel. Make sure you subscribe to him and check him out for the best anime content. You may now exit. Oh crap, normally I say you may now exit Dim's domain, but it's not really. You may now exit Aigami's dimension. Thank you and goodbye.